going on, everybody? It's your boys from the locker room rant.
Yeah, put away your
Wow.
fucking Minute Maid. Holy smokes, bro.
He loves that pink Minute Maid. I'll tell you what. I could go for a pink Minute Maid right about now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. It's very refreshing.
Pink Minute Maid sucks.
So welcome to the locker room rant. If you haven't yet, please hit subscribe down below. Hit the bell for notifications, and
Tell your friends.
leave us some comments. Tell your friends. What? Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Tell your friends. Like and subscribe, bro.
Tell your enemies to throw your enemies on with us. We'll take care of them. We'll handle their asses. What do you all right, guys, we're gonna go through the week 14 slate of games. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. We just hit the live button, so it's only a matter of time before we get some people up in that chat. John rocking the Kaepernick, as always. When's the last time you wore that cap? When's the last time you wore a cap?
I pulled it out on a few different shows. But for this show, this is a first for this show. This is a first for the locker room rant.
I feel like I saw John wearing that a lot in my life.
It was good times back then. It was good times for John.
There was a good run. There was a good run with Cap, guys.
Do you guys want to do I'll get with you guys on that later. Or should we do a little something for Christmas? A little Christmas giveaway?
Yeah.
We should probably tell all of our fans that we had a special guest on our last show. They might want to check that out.
Oh, they're just, you know what? They'll be
not only a special guest, a very famous person.
Oh yeah, they're very
Oscar award-winning actor Morgan Freeman joined the locker room rant on the last episode. So make sure you check that out. It's the week 13 recap show.
For those of you who don't know, he apparently is a huge locker room rant fan and huge 49ers fan.
I never knew.
You are such a dick.
I never knew how much he loved the 49ers.
Yep.
But Morgan Freeman is a huge 49ers fan.
Let's just hope he doesn't show up again tonight. Okay, guys? Let's just hope he doesn't make a second appearance.
I think there's a lot of other celebrities we're going to be able to get on the show.
Oh, yeah. Tons of celebrities.
There's been a lot of celebrities been reaching out to us lately.
49ers Chanel. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you, fam.
49ers Chanel.
49ers Chanel.
Let's go. Man, this first game up on Thursday is like the battle of my favorite sound effects in the locker room, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Minnesota Vikings. All right, let's start with the Steelers, Nick.
Good evening there, Dan. Good to have you, brother.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Oh, Jesus, God. Please
Some things never.
Oh, my God.
Who'd you just say was on just now? Who'd you say was on just now?
Dan. We have Dan, our buddy Dan Rizzo.
Dan.
Locker room rant.
Dan missed it. Dan, our last show that we just recorded, we'll probably upload it tomorrow. But just so you know, Morgan Freeman finally made his appearance on the locker room rant, and it was on our pre-recorded show that'll be uploaded tomorrow. It's week 13 recap. I'll send it to you I'll text it to you once it's
Dan, you won't lose any sleep, buddy. You won't lose any sleep.
It was fucking awesome. All right, so hold on. All right, sorry, we got off track. Nick, Steelers versus the Vikings.
Black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is.
God, that is so bad, dude. You
Versus-
should not do Douglas ever.
All right, so who you guys? Vikings are -3 at home. Who do you like here? We'll start with Johnny. Who do you like?
I like the Steelers. to
Nick
beat the
got
Vikings.
psyched
The
out
Vikings,
just Nick, hold on.
the
Nick
Vikings.
just-
I think it's like that.
he said this. He went like this. And then when I said John,
You know what? He really was. Listen, Morgan Freeman was leaps and bounds better than special guest Christopher Walken for
Yeah,
sure.
Christopher Walken.
I need you. No, Dan, for sure. Freeman was far better of a guest than
Wait till you
Walken,
hear-
for sure.
Wait till you see some of the other celebrities we got coming up.
Oh shit.
Nick, as a teaser, do you have any in mind? Who else reached out to us?
Well, gee, I don't know.
What the fuck was that?
Listen. There's something I really want to take care of. Nick, for that, you get to go, bro. We'll see you later, pal.
Goodbye, motherfucker!
John, what the hell was
Shame on
that,
Nick, bro? Dude, listen, that dude right there has just like he was on a good start and then he just ruined it. He just ruined it.
Okay, Steelers and Vikings. Let's hear who you like in this one, Johnny.
I like the Steelers, man. I think the Vikings told us who they were. They are not who they thought they were, and I enjoy taking the Steelers on this one, man. I really believe that the Steelers can beat the Vikings, and it's going to be a great game.
It's probably one of the most, I'd say, entertaining Thursday night games as far as matchup goes. A lot of these Thursday games are just like the bullshit too. I don't know. I don't like Thursday games that much, but this one actually
I'm not a fan of Thursday games.
This one actually seems like it'll be somewhat entertaining. Nick, give us your extreme take on the Steelers Vikings.
I actually think the Vikings are going to beat them. Listen, the Vikings are coming off a very, very demoralizing victory. They're not going to get caught again. The Steelers came off a high victory. But listen, they're going to the Vikings' house. They're not coming to Pittsburgh.
You know what, dude? I chose to pet Gemma because you were rambling. I heard nothing. I mean, nothing. Just a bunch of.
So who do you like?
I think the Vikings are going to cover.
Vikings to cover. John, who'd you end up taking?
I take the Steelers.
You taking Steelers straight up?
Yes. I even have a score prediction for this game.
Oh shit!
I do.
Hold on.
Steelers. Yes. I have the Steelers 27, Lions 4. I'm sorry, 27-17, Pittsburgh.
I don't think Pittsburgh will score 27 points.
I do.
Touche.
Man, I think I don't know if Thielen's playing. I think Cook's out again, so I think the Vikings would be shorthanded. But they might.
Wait, did I say Lions or did I say Vikings?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Okay. No. I got a score prediction for the Vikings. I feel like I was thinking Detroit, but I meant Vikings. Still stands. 27-17 Pittsburgh.
Jeez, John.
I came in like a
fucking wrecking ball right now, bro. In my mind, I had him confused. I was reading Dan's comment, and it fucked me up. But
Dan threw you off. That's Dan's fault.
Oh, dude, high ankle, bro.
Okay, so they're out. They're without Thielen, without Cook. But I'll tell you what, all they might need is Mr. Jefferson. I think he's going to tear that secondary up in Pittsburgh. And he's going to probably have himself close to a 200-yard game again.
That Osborne is pretty decent too. So
It's not bad. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with the Vikings at home, um, to win, and I think the spread is actually gonna be the margin of victory. So I think it's gonna be a push with the spread. But I'm gonna take the Vikings. Vikings to win straight up.
I agree with the Fish Whisperer.
Fish
Who's the
Whisperer,
Fish
welcome
Whisperer?
to the locker room rant. I appreciate you stopping in and tell us. Do you truly believe that the Vikings win after losing to the Lions? I think that's a good call. That's a hot take.
That's
Um,
what I think.
Who's the
Does-
Fish Whisperer? Is that one of yours, John?
This is Scott. Scott. Wait, is this Scott? Kansas City Scott? It's got to be Kansas City Scott. Has to be.
Okay. All right,
Has to
Kansas
be.
City Scott.
Who whispers to fish?
Scott, if this is you, my brother, I'm sorry I missed some of the shows, but I will go back and watch them. I usually try to stop in and, support the channel, but it is Mr. Smug. It's Kansas City Scott. Good to have you, Scott. Thanks for supporting the locker room rant, brother.
All right, so let's move along. Oh boy, coming off a bye week, Nico, your boys better be ready.
So get on your feet and let the games begin. Here we go again. So this is a game they have to win. So I'm going to take them to win because I think they're better than the Ravens. I really do. I think they're much better than the Ravens. And I think they had to have figured out what works against the Ravens. I think they're going to be healthier. They're going to be able. They had to have done some work on their offense. They're going to be able to run the ball better. They need to win this one. They're at home. This needs to be a victory.
Who the hell makes these schedules to where you would play a team twice in a row?
I don't know. It seemed kind of weird to me.
So stupid.
I feel
think
like we did that like a couple years ago with Pittsburgh too. Like probably like 10 years ago. I feel like we played them like the first and like the third game of the season.
We played them in the last game of the season and then the first round of the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
I
But
just
that's
think
something that just kind of worked out.
yeah, but the schedule back to back, it seems really stupid to me. John, who you like in this one?
I like the Ravens, and I say that because I don't trust Baker Mayfield, and I've never been sold on Baker. Whether he needs a repaired shoulder or not, I'm not buying Baker Mayfield in this one. I believe that the Ravens win again in a close one. Look, at the end of the day, I still believe right now, if Baker Mayfield is injured and it's not his throwing shoulder, Baker still doesn't find his way out of a congested pocket. Like he can't maneuver. He holds on to the ball too long. I like Case Keenum in this one. And I believe that if Case Keenum were to start this one, it gives the Browns a better chance to win.
So in the NFL, it's hard to play and beat the same team twice in the same year, let alone back-to-back games when that team's coming off a bye. Vegas put the Browns at -2.5. I think Vegas knows what they're doing, and I gotta go with my boy Nick and his Cleveland Browns to beat the Baltimore Ravens.
Here we go again. Mr. Cleveland Brown and his first and 10.
So get on your feet and let the games begin. Here we go again.
I swear.
All right, Dan, I don't know if you tuned into the last couple shows, but I got a new button that I use for Nick, and here it is.
Shut up, Mimsy.
Oh man.
Jaguars versus Titans. Titans -9. Let's start with you, John.
I'm gonna take the Titans to beat the Jags. Look, they got to bounce back, and they really have to do it in a they got to do it in a fashion. They got to blow them out. The Titans have me worried, man, and I don't know what's going on over there right now, but I think Julio Jones is back. I thought Derrick Henry was going to make an appearance somewhere in the beginning of January. He's not coming back at all?
Somewhere in the beginning of January, yeah, maybe, but that's not going to be in time for the regular season.
I don't even think Julio's coming back.
I thought Julio's not off IR.
Oh, designated to return from IR.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they get Julio back. So I'm taking the Titans. They need to make a pretty good stand here, and they need to burn the Jags, man. Burn them good. Beat them into the ground.
Burn, baby, burn. Nick, what do you think, bud?
Dan says he may not be ready yet.
What's
the situation with AJ Brown right now?
IR.
Designated to return, or is just?
I don't think.
Okay.
Maybe next week or the week after, but I don't think this week.
They got to be able to beat Jacksonville. They have to be able to beat Jacksonville this week.
Listen, they're a wounded team right now.
Nick, what are they?
They're a wounded team right now.
Shut up, Mimsy.
Like, I may.
Oh shit!
I'm half tempted to take the Jags, but I will take the Titans, but not to cover.
I'm man enough to take the Jags. Give me the Jaguars upsetting the Tennessee Titans on the road. I think the Titans are a dumpster fire right now, going down in a blaze of glory, and I'm taking the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Dan says it's closer than 9. He's taken the Titans, but he believes it's closer than 9. I believe that they burn them and cover. I believe they put up a 30 burger on Jacksonville.
Jesus, Virginia.
Jesus, Virginia.
Virginia only applies to Chicago. Jesus Christ, Virginia.
Jesus, Virginia.
Jesus, Virginia.
Virginia for the next match.
All right, so we got the Raiders versus the Chiefs. Chiefs minus 9.5. They're on a roll right now. Do they keep it up? Do they cover? Answer that, Nico.
I'm going to say Chiefs win, but not the cover. I don't really think they're rolling. I think they've beat some bad teams handily, but not like super handily, not to the point where you think. I think their offense still is somewhat sputtering. I just think the Chiefs are in a better position than the Raiders are in right now, because the Raiders are actually a team that's kind of a dumpster fire. So
Okay.
I pick the Chiefs to win, but not to cover.
Okay.
Scott says 37-17. I want to mark that down, Scott, so I can keep that for next week. We can check it out.
Damn, John, holding Scott's feet to the fire.
Yeah, Scott. I mean, that's Scott hates the Raiders. I'm pretty sure he hates the Raiders. But I too have the Chiefs covering and beating them significantly. Here's the thing, Scott. Tyreek Hill's got to learn how to catch the fucking ball. I don't know what's going on, dude. Dude's got to catch the goddamn ball. It's killing me right now. Killing me on DraftKings. It's killing me in fantasy. I really need him to catch the ball.
That's where he got you, DraftKings, son. John, I can tell you, you're a little more pissed at Tyreek than normal. Must have been DraftKings.
I am.
It's okay.
He's costing me.
Not more than Julius Randle and DeJounte Murray.
Yes, you
right
did.
Now.
Yes, you did. You did. That's why I'm pulling for you guys, Scott. I'm pulling for you because I know they can do it. I need Tyreek Hill to give me points. I need him to start winning me in DraftKings.
Nick, who do you like in this one?
I said I like the Chiefs, but not to cover.
Why not to cover? They're at Arrowhead.
Because I still don't think the Chiefs are playing well.
Okay.
They beat who are the last couple teams the Chiefs played?
Oh, they beat Denver significantly.
Cowboys.
They beat the Cowboys.
Cowboys were Dak didn't play that game, did he?
Yeah.
He did play that game?
Mm-hmm.
Was that one of the ones that he was a shit show?
I mean, I don't know about shit show. I mean, it was. I don't remember.
Semi shit show.
I'm not a believer. Their defense is playing better, but I'm not a believer in their defense. I still think their defense can be pretty porous.
Green
And
Bay.
if
That's Rodgers didn't play in that one.
Yeah, Rodgers didn't play in that one. And they didn't win that game convincingly. Like they're not winning games convincingly. They're not, like I said, they're not imposing their will with their offense like they have in seasons past. They're just not.
Do you believe they pull it together here in the stretch?
I mean, I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they'll probably win the division. But I don't think it's going to be because they're playing like extraordinary. I think it's probably going to be because their schedule is a little shitty right now, and they're hitting a spot. They're hitting a spot in their schedule where, I mean, Green Bay was originally supposed to be a tough game, but no Rodgers. That makes it a shitty game. So
Yeah,
I think the Chiefs are just. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Nick. It's
I think
your
the
fucking
Chiefs-
show. It's the Nick show.
I think the Chiefs are just in a spot right now where they shouldn't lose and aren't losing.
All right, fair enough.
And I think this game's just the same.
Okay, we're gonna check back, bro. We're gonna
All right.
we're gonna follow up with this.
Okay.
I say the Chiefs defense gets this game done. You know what? They can have a sputtering offense and work on things, prepare the offense for the playoffs. The defense has been playing lights out lately, and I think the defense beats the shit out of the Raiders this week. Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go 27-10 Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right, next game on the docket. Wait, hold on. Were we all done with the Raiders Chiefs?
All right.
Aye, we're done. But Scott's got a wager here, Nick. You want to throw some money on that, pal?
No.
To make a long story short, no.
Scott's got 50 to cover, brother.
I'm cool. At least bets.
Nick's not a gambler anymore. He was. Nick would have taken you up on that a few years ago.
I'm notoriously bad at sports betting, so chances are, if I say something's going to happen, the opposite's going to happen.
If you look at Tony and I and our DraftKings, we're right there with you, pal.
Listen. You mind my DraftKings, John, okay?
Oh, wait, you have not messaged me and said, "Hey, John, guess what, man? I killed it in this. I won this week. I won 500. I won 1,200."
No, I will never.
I'm
you'll never
always
You'll never receive
Yeah.
that text. You'll never receive
I'm
that
always
text.
doing great, dude. In basketball, I'm up like 500, and then by 11:30 that night, I got zero.
You say zero really funny.
Let's go, bro. Next game.
I
All right.
love I. Okay. Next game up on the
boy.
docket
What a fucking
is
dumpster fire, bro.
the New Orleans Saints versus the New York Jets. Nick, go ahead.
I think the Saints are still going to win this game. The Jets are just fucking horrible. And I think Taysom Hill's actually going to have a good game because the Jets are that bad. So that's it. I think I'm taking the Saints to cover.
Word?
Word.
Say word.
Say what?
Yeah.
Oh, moron.
Why don't you jump on that green space? You show me a fat ass.
Shut up,
For those-
Mimsy.
For those of you that don't know, that is Astronaut Jones from SNL, one of our favorite characters of all time on SNL. Huh, Nick?
So one time I actually successfully
Ah.
did an Astronaut Jones to Tony. It was like an argument about Lee Evans. He was really into it, and I was able to do an Astronaut Jones for like a full minute, and it was glorious.
I think that's the second greatest thing you've ever done. Number one, the first greatest thing you ever did was successfully give me the Mankind mandible claw during a real fight.
That was sweet.
John, I jumped on him at Bill's house, jumped on his back, and I got him in a chokehold. I was actually,
No, it wasn't choke.
Yeah.
It was double fish hooks.
ooh, yeah, double
It was
fish
double
hooks.
fish hooks.
Nobody,
Right in the
nobody escapes the double fish hooks. I'm giving him double fish hooks, right? And I'm on his back, and I'm like, I got you. And when I was like, God, he saw an opening. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
And he
Saw an
saw an opening, and I was like, I got. And when I said got, he reached back and gave me the mandible claw, and it paralyzed. It paralyzed me. It was incredible that move
Times-
actually works.
You know how many times I have jumped on Nick and tried to attack him, and it ended miserably. It was terrible. I think I did it in public almost always. I think I'm like, hey Nick, you want to go to the mall? And then it would just attack him in the middle of the mall, and he would wreck me.
The funniest thing is, it happened exactly like it happened in wrestling too. Like I lowered you to the ground, and you started frothing from the mouth.
All right, we're
It's
scaring
incredible.
people. So listen, can I go on the Saints Jets, please?
Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
I got the Jets winning this one at home. I do not believe that no matter how much they force Taysom Hill down our fucking throats, he's not going to be the quarterback of the Saints. I have the Jets winning this one. And I'll even give you a score prediction, Nick. Now remember this when I tell you this, okay? It's going to be 21-17 New York.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
the thing is, Taysom Hill.
Yes, we actually are live. This is not. We haven't figured out how to do this yet. So even when we're live. Okay, we just you got to teach me how to do it so that when we pre-record, it doesn't say that we're live, bro. You got to tell me how to do that, bro.
Our
So
boy
you have to tell
Havoc.
me how to do it.
Our boy, remember John? Our boy Havoc was chatting with us for an hour. And
Yes,
finally, I
he
was like, Havoc, I gotta tell you, we're not fucking live right now, buddy. He's just chatting by himself. Okay, so John, you're taking the Jets.
I am taking the Jets.
I believe Alvin Kamara's coming back this week. I know Dan's highly invested in Kamara in fantasy and a few leagues, so he'll probably know best. But I think Kamara's coming back. I can't pick the Jets. I can't do it. Not now. Not never. I'm going with the Saints. The Saints go marching in.
All right.
Yeah, let's roll. I'm good. This game sucks.
Cowboys -4 versus the Washington football team. John, who you got?
Oh man, you guys know I've got Heineke on my hype train. So this matchup here, there's a good chance that the Cowboys go into Washington and break this 4-game win streak, right?
Sure.
So today I'm taking the Cowboys to cover -4 in Washington.
Nico.
Yeah, I got to quit betting against Washington. I'm going to pick Washington.
Damn. I was going to take Washington until you said that just now. Now I'm thinking.
Dion's got the Cowboys. Scott, who you got, bro? Dan, who you got?
You know what?
Dion, you might want to check out the show that we're going to post. Morgan Freeman was on.
Oh, Dion is not going to agree with Morgan Freeman, bro. He's
Morgan
just not
Freeman
going
was
to.
on. He wanted to talk to John about the 49ers.
It's insane. It's insane the guests we get here on the locker room, Brad.
We might
We've
only have 120 subscribers or whatever, but we have a lot of celebrities that come on.
God, you're
120
terrible, Nick.
subscribers. 120 subscribers. One of them's Morgan Freeman. Everyone's Christopher Walken. We're doing all right, guys. That's a lot of Oscars. We got Oscars on our subscribers. Okay, so I'm going with, man, Nick, I wish you wouldn't have picked Washington because I'm going the Washington football team. Give me Mr. Gibson. Give me Mr. Taylor Heineke. I don't like the fact that they just lost Logan Thomas, who's a big staple in their offense. And I'm pretty sure their backup dude, is he still hurt? Ricky Seals-Jones? I don't know why the fuck I'm asking you two.
No, actually,
I don't know if
I was
Seals
actually
Jones is
looking at
hurt.
him, picking him up. I don't know.
Seals Jones?
Yeah,
Let's find
Scary Terry, Heineke, and Gibson. I think they can get it done at home. I think it's supposed to be rainy conditions, and I think they could stop the run. And I think they can run the ball, move the ball on the Cowboys, control the clock, and take home a victory for number 5 in a row. Watch out. Here comes Washington.
Mhm.
Yep. Let's roll.
The Atlanta Falcons versus the Carolina Panthers. Let's see. I got a Panther here somewhere.
You get scared there, Nick.
Scary.
Scary Panther. Who you like here, Nick?
This is two shitty teams. I'm actually gonna go with the Falcons. Just because here's what I think about the Falcons. I think the Falcons are shitty, but they're the best. I mean, Matt Ryan's still, he hasn't really done anything, but he hasn't been on a good team in a long time. The Panthers are just down Christian McCaffrey. They have no other weapons. They have freaking Cam Newton as their freaking quarterback. You know, it's just shit.
Shut up, Mimsy.
John, who you like? Who you like here, John?
I got the Falcons winning this one, bro.
Damn. No love for the Packers on this show.
Yeah.
No. Falcons win this one.
I'm going with Cam Newton. I'm going with Chuba Hubbard. I'm going with that Panthers defense. That is still a very good defense. I think Matt Ryan will screw it up enough, just enough for the Panthers to win and cover. Give me the Panthers. Next up, Seahawks -7.5 versus the Houston Texans. Johnny, start us off.
Fuck the Seahawks. Houston.
It's just out of sheer anger.
Out of anger and hatred.
No
Houston.
sheer anger just now that we saw.
Just anger. This is Houston. Houston.
You know, if Houston's terrible. So if they beat the Seahawks, then what does that say about the 49ers?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay. I'm going to say the Seahawks because Houston's goddamn terrible right now. They're horrible. Like, there's nothing good about them.
Houston. I'm going Houston all day.
No, yeah, what the fuck? Come on.
I'm doing it out of hatred and spite. Okay.
We gotta be professional, damn it.
Try to be professional. Houston. This is these guys fucking hate Seattle, bro. Fucking hate them. God.
I really wish I wasn't working that Seahawks game 49ers game.
Oh, I stuck my head in the. I walked into the freezer and I was screaming.
You watched that at
Screaming.
work, John?
Oh yeah, I was punching flour. I went into the freezer and I was screaming into the fans. It was crazy.
You should have like one of those like big things of meat in the freezer, like
Yeah,
Rocky.
box it like Rocky.
Oh yeah, that's what I should do. No, I just walked in and I was screaming so nobody could hear me because I was so angry, bro. I was losing my mind.
Come here, Jimmy G.
My blood pressure was terrible. My watch was like breathe, and my watch was telling me to calm down. It was pretty wild.
Allison. Hey, yo, Allison.
Yo, Anderson, I hit no bell.
Yo, Allison, I got these two turtles. I hate Rocky
Man,
One.
it's terrible.
Anyway, give me the Seahawks because, unlike John, I'm being professional here on the Locker Room brand.
And Houston sucks.
Houston blows.
I'm taking Houston out of spite because I hate Seattle, bro. I'm not picking Seattle. I'm not picking
I came
Seattle,
in like a wrecking ball.
Lions versus Broncos. Broncos -8 after that huge Lions victory over the Vikings. They're going to go disrespect our Lions, Joe. Come on, let's hear it, buddy. Who you like?
Lions. Lions.
Two
Yes.
in a row. You heard it here first. Johnstradamus, that predicted the Lions last week and got it right, is predicting the Lions again.
I don't believe that the Broncos can beat them. I believe that the Lions right now have a victory under their belt and they're hungry and they want their second victory of the season and they're going to get it against Bronco in Denver. They're going to go into Mile High and they're going to win it there.
Ooh, unfortunately, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree because their run defense is dog shit. And they got Mr. Javonte Williams coming
Williams.
at them.
Mr. Williams coming to town.
Mr. Williams down, boy. And he's going to run wild on the Lions. And I think the Broncos are going to come based on solely just Mr. Williams going ape shit. Nick, who you like?
I also believe Mr. Williams is coming to town to do some damage. I think the Broncos are going to cover. Yeah, I think the Lions really, really wanted that one win. And they left it out on the field on that one win.
Think so?
I mean, I think they'll continue to play hard, but I think, you know, there's a want to not be winless. And I think after you win that game, you might be up for a letdown. And especially Tony said their run defense is dog shit, and Mr. Williams is coming to town. Mr. Williams has fresh legs, so I think they're going to do enough to cover.
You guys losing me right now, or I'm good?
I think you're good right now.
Yeah, we got you right now. We're good.
We better cruise right along here. Giants, Chargers,
Giants.
10.5. Who you got, John?
Chargers to cover.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chargers to cover too.
Ooh, Keenan Allen out. Oh boy. John,
Bless you, bro.
thank you, brother. Are you doing DraftKings this week?
Yes.
Remember this name. Guyton for the Chargers. Throw him in there. He's cheap. He's like $3,400. Throw him in on your DraftKings this weekend, all right?
All right.
You're going to take the spot of Keenan Allen. He's going to get some good looks. They'll probably have who's their corner? That real good corner for the Giants? Bradbury, something like that.
Let's see here.
Does anybody hear me, or am I talking to the wall?
No, we hear you.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I'm trying to lock down my DraftKings. I got Guyton. We're good. You said Bradbury?
Bradbury's
Secondary? Corner?
He's the corner for the Giants. He'll probably be on Williams. So I think they could pass on the other side, which will be Guyton. So I throw him in your lineup. I got him in mind. So if we go down, we go down together, buddy.
Fair enough.
All right. So all three of us taking the Chargers.
We are taking the Chargers.
All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
John,
All right.
start us off.
So right now, the weapons in Cincy are pretty intimidating, to say the least, right now. With a banged up secondary, San Francisco is going to have a terrible time with Higgins, with Chase, and Joe Mixon's coming back. I'm going to take my Niners to win this. I'm hoping that Jimmy has a bounce back game, which, Jimmy's not convincing right now, but look, Seattle is our kryptonite. So I'm going to say the Niners bounce back. They get a must win in Cincinnati, and the Niners walk out of Cincinnati with a W.
Mahomie the goat?
Says the Bengals are falling apart. The Niners would probably have the best Bengals team. The Bengals would be a top notch. They would play San Francisco at their best, okay? Which is what scares the shit out of me, because of course Seattle was melting, and of course they pull it together, they get back on course, and they beat San Francisco by a touchdown. So the Bengals bounce back. They give San Francisco a great game at home in Cincy. I still feel that San Francisco pulls out this victory in Cincinnati by the hair on their ass.
Nick?
I feel like Cincy has a problem against teams with really great defensive lines. And I feel like the 49ers have good defensive lines. So I'm actually going to take the 49ers this game. And I actually do need that to happen.
What about the run game, Nick? What about the run game? Do you think Shanahan can get 11 minutes? Can they just move the chains and convert downs? Just keep driving the ball down their throat with Elijah Mitchell.
I think they can.
And JaMychal Hasty, because now Jeffrey Wilson's injured. Trey Sermon's injured. So right now it's basically the Elijah Mitchell is in concussion protocol right now. So I think San Francisco was trying out like a few running backs this week. I can't remember who the fuck they were at this point. I know one was Dixon. The Niners were trying out some running backs. We're banged up at running back right now. So that run game may struggle a little bit in Cincy, being as though I think JaMychal Hasty is the healthy back right now.
I'll tell you what. Is Debo expected back or no?
He's day to day right now. Day to day.
They're going to need him versus the Bengals. They're going to need.
They
him.
are, but a groin injury is kind of fucking iffy. You know, it's like right when you feel like you're 100, that creeps up on you and it plagues you. So a groin injury is a bitch. We have a high ankle sprain on Mosley, who is one of our better corners. So, you know, the secondary is going to be suspect because Norman's out there fucking off. I'm pulling for the Niners, but I think the Bengals pull out a must win. God, I hope you're wrong, Scott. I really hope you're wrong. I really, really hope you're wrong.
I'm going with Scott. I think you have to pass against the Bengals. They have a really good run defense. I think you have to pass against them. And you know that's no trouble. With no Debo and Jimmy G back there, you get to pass. It sounds like trouble. And I'm taking the Bengals. Jamar Chase in a huge game. Not to throw all my business out there, but I'm taking him in DraftKings as well. So give me the Bengals. Nick, who'd you take? 49ers. John, 49ers.
Yeah, I'm pulling my Niners. I need the Niners to go into Cincinnati and pull out a win for sure. They need the dub.
Our next game up is Buffalo versus the Buccaneers, Nick. The Buccaneers.
Get fucking bitch.
It's so bad, Nick. Shut up, bro. Shut up.
I'm taking the Bills here.
Ooh.
I'm taking the Bills here. I think the Bills turn it around right now. I think the Bills, you know, they've been they've been hit or miss the last couple weeks. I think they go down to Tampa and they put it on them.
John?
I don't know, bro. I listen. It's a short week for Buffalo, and the Buccaneers have a good offensive line, and I believe that the run game is probably the Bills' weakest link right now. So I'm going to take the Buccaneers, man, in a close one.
I think
They're
Bills
going to take advantage of that secondary right now, bro. They're going to take advantage of the secondary. Without White back there, it's Poyer. I think they're going to target Poyer a lot. They're going to use the run game.
I think the Bills match up perfectly against the Buccaneers. You could throw against the Buccaneers, and that's all Buffalo really wants to do at the end of the day is throw. I think you could throw against the Buccaneers. I think our defense, listen, you could call last night's game whatever you want to call it, but the game script, the weather, everything matched up perfectly for the Patriots. I wasn't that mad because it was such a shitty game on both sides that like it would be hard for me to even be fucking mad at that dumpster fire. I think the Bills are in a must-win right now, and this is gonna either make or break their season. This next game, I think they know that they'll feel the pressure. They'll come out firing on all cylinders. I'm thinking Josh Allen Diggs, Sanders. I could see a big game out of Sanders. I'm going Buffalo in this one. And that's not because I'm a homer and picking my team, but I think they just match up really good against the Buccaneers. So I'm going Buffalo. The Sunday night game, the Bears.
We are the Bears, shuffling through, shuffling on down, tuning for you.
Against Green Bay Packers, 12.5. Damn.
Packers. Packers to cover. Bears suck right now.
It kills me because you really bought into the Bears, Nick. You really bought in. And I told you that this would happen to them. And you were like, no, John, they're good. They're good. They're good. They're better than you guys. Dude, Matt Nagy's fucking garbage.
I never
He's
said they were
trash.
better than you guys.
You did. You did.
Who's Matt Nagy?
Their record's still not bad. My thing on the Bears is that they will beat bad teams and they will lose to good teams. And I think their record does that.
You think that you don't think that this is a division game. I don't believe that the Packers are going to let the Bears come into Lambeau and take a W. So I too have the Packers, but not to cover.
Okay.
Man, I'm feeling that same as you guys. Packers to win, but not to cover 12.5. I could see it being a 10-point victory. But 12.5 seems pretty crazy. I mean, the Bears can still run the ball, try to control the clock as much as possible. I think the Packers, but not to cover. Rams, Cardinals, Monday night. Who ya got, Nick?
I am going to pick the Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray coming, basically being fresh, coming back last week after being out for a couple games. I think him having DeAndre Hopkins back. I think the Cardinals are going to run as that well-oiled machine. I don't think the Rams are running like that right now. So I think the Cardinals will cover.
John?
2.5. I believe the Cards pull this out also. I just don't know if they cover. I mean, it's going to be like I'll take Arizona, even though I'll take Arizona, but not to cover.
Give me the Rams. I'd like to go. I can't tell you why, because I don't know why. I just think the Rams. Will stick around and maybe hit like a last-minute field goal, win the game, and then we'll go from there. Man, I'll tell you what, guys, I can't even explain. I can't even explain what would be happening if Julius Randle and Deontay Murray were fucking doing good right now. I'll tell you right now. I probably wouldn't be on the locker room rant. We probably maybe we'd have better graphics on this bitch with those two.
I'll tell you what, Mahomie the GOAT, the Rams do have the advantage with McVay, but right now, personnel with Arizona, I think that they can do it. I think they can win at home. I think that it's close. I have them to cover the -2.5, but right now, I thought that Kyler Murray would come back maybe 80%, but he was pretty, it's a short week for them. No, I'm sorry. It's not a short week. What am I talking about? What I meant was Kyler Murray's coming back. He looks above 80%. I do believe that I do believe that Arizona has the advantage over McVay right here, just with personnel, and they win at home. Bills got beat with 2 passes. They did, Scott. They did. You know, it was the weather. Tony loves that. You know, look, Buffalo's weather is complete and utter fucking garbage. It's hard to go into Buffalo and win with winds of 50 miles per hour. With that being said, the Bills need to stop the run, and I don't know why they couldn't. It convinces me that, you know, the Bucks have the advantage through the air with White out in the secondary of Buffalo. I don't think Poyer can make up for it. So I'm gonna say, you know, the run between the Bucks run game and the passing game, they have the advantage over Buffalo.
Tell me if you guys can hear this.
I can.
Yep.
All right, we're done with the games. And the reason why I wanted to know if you guys could hear that is because I want to start a new segment
Okay.
we're going to call it Shooting the Shit.
Okay.
Now we just shoot the shit. We talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Okay.
All right. So people in the chat,
Freestyle.
throw it out there, man. Just throw us whatever comes off the top of your head. Talk about the matchups. Shoot the shit.
John, did you ever find your you said you were going to look for your old raps. Did you ever find those?
No, I did not, and I didn't even try because I forgot completely. It would be great if I could find them, but I did not.
There is something I know about you. You went to Kennedy. That's a private school.
That is so wrong. It's not even right. It's close, but it's not right. It's close, but it's not right. I mean, I give you credit, bro. It's close, but it's not right. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. I will make it up. I will look for it this week. I promise.
This guy's a dope MC. I know everything he's about to say against me.
Oh shit.
We gotta find these fucking things.
So Nick, look, let's shoot the shit. Explain to me exactly what the game plan versus Baltimore is for Cleveland. I need to know what you believe Cleveland will do to not only hold on. I need to know how they're going to contain Lamar, and if you believe in the secondary.
Well, it's not about containing Lamar. I think they contained Lamar last time they played him. You need to blitz him relentlessly. You can't let him operate the way he wants to operate. You have to take away that ability to run. And yeah, he'll break a couple here and there for like 20, 30-yard gains. That's going to happen. But you don't want that to be an all-game occurrence. What you do is you make him you put him back on make him go first and 10, then he has to go second and 10. Maybe you get a sack, or maybe you get a run for a loss, and then he's like 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 8. And it makes things a little harder for Lamar. When Lamar keeps getting 4 or 5 yards every play, he's hard to stop because you're letting him operate at his own will. If you keep blitzing him, you're going to force him into making mistakes. Offensively, they need to run the ball. They need to have that defense keep steady, keep them from scoring points, and you need to just run the ball. This is the identity of the Cleveland Browns. The identity is Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
Who's the X factor in Cleveland, and what's your score prediction?
The X factor in Cleveland. Well, I mean, So, are you saying the X factor is who's the guy that's going to make the difference, or who's the? I mean, because Miles
Yeah.
Garrett's always the X factor.
Okay.
Miles Garrett's
So
always,
do you believe?
always the main person. I
Do
think
you
JOK would be considered an X factor if you're talking about a guy who's gonna not. He's not really included in the like upper echelon of the team, but he's going to be the guy that's going to be tasked with essentially stopping Lamar. That's who it is.
So you believe that Cleveland contains Lamar? What's your score prediction for Cleveland, Baltimore?
I think Cleveland should. I think it should be 30, 31, 17.
Damn.
Okay.
Ass whooping, huh?
I
31
don't see any reason why it shouldn't.
Okay.
Do you have
John.
any well, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, bud.
I just want to know if Cleveland had any injuries in the secondary.
Not necessarily sure. Like, I know that Greedy was hurt a little bit, but I don't know if
Is that-
after the bye week he's going to be back.
Did that Horn guy come back yet?
JC Horn?
Yeah.
I have no clue. I'm not really paying too much attention to the inner workings of the Panthers.
I'm sorry. Who's the guy that got Hill?
Oh, Hill. You know what? I don't know if he's going to be back or not.
Conklin back yet?
Conklin's gone. Conklin's gone for the season.
He's done.
Yeah, he's got.
He had a season-ending injury.
Yeah, he had a torn patellar tendon.
I don't know, Nick. I'm sorry, man, but I'm not buying Baker right. I don't believe that Baker Mayfield is I don't believe in Baker right now. I think that Case Keenum, I believe is the better quarterback in Cleveland right now. And I don't know if it's the injury that Baker sustained to that shoulder,
You know,
if that's holding him back, but I do believe that Case Keenum is the better quarterback in this particular matchup.
I said this before. What it is that Case Keenum can make a quick read. And in the Browns offense, you have to be able to get the ball out quickly. Case Keenum doesn't have the ability of Baker Mayfield. He just doesn't. He doesn't have the throw.
What's the ability? Baker's been getting tangled up in the pocket, and he's been sacked for loss.
Yeah, so when you're trying to figure out a quarterback, if a quarterback's good enough to be a guy that can win you a Super Bowl, you're talking about a guy who has actual ability. Case Keenum doesn't. He has
Nick,
great.
I'm not talking about a Super Bowl. I'm talking about, can the Browns beat the Ravens with Baker Mayfield or Case Keenum?
you should be able-
That's what I'm asking you.
we should be able to beat him with both. We should be able to beat him with either Case Keenum or Baker Mayfield. But it's all gonna depend on whether or not Baker can, because Baker's gonna start. It's all gonna be dependent on whether or not Baker can make good decisions.
You guys do
And-
realize we have, I think Santa Claus is coming on our next show.
Oh yeah,
John,
He
you know where-
is.
we don't just have
You know what? I heard he was.
we don't
making
just have
the calls.
actors. Actors aren't our only celebrities that come on.
No, we're having Santa Claus.
Old name Nick.
And I don't know if you we'll save that, but we're actually gonna have Santa Claus on the show, all the way from the North Pole.
He's a big
gonna
time
come visit.
sports fan. He's gonna make some predictions.
He's gonna come hang out with the boys, the locker room rant, answer some questions, maybe give us some sports Christmas gifts that we ask for. I know probably all three of us are gonna probably ask Santa for our teams to make the playoffs this year. And we'll see if he's able to grant those wishes for us. But that'll be, I believe, next Tuesday. And I'm pretty pumped for that. So make sure we're not always a family show, but next week we will be a family show. Speaking of which, where the hell's Izzy? What the hell's going on here? Can we do a wellness check on Izzy?
Dude, I don't know what you know what? We should probably check on Izzy, make sure everything's okay. I have not heard from her.
When we go live,
I know.
Izzy's there. Nick, anything that you would like to shoot the shit?
I think we're good now.
Now, let me ask you this, Nick. I was debating with a guy I work with, Todd, who I told you guys is at some point going to come on. Jaylen Brown versus Jason Tatum. I told him that he's a huge Celtics fan, and I told him that scenario is starting to play out like the Portland Trailblazers scenario with Lillard and McCollum. It's like they don't really mesh. And I kind of see that with the Jaylen Brown Tatum thing. I feel like it's a lot like that Lillard McCollum, both great players, both great scorers. It's just not clicking with those two on the team. And he said, which will come to much of your pleasure, he would actually be better off parting ways with Jason Tatum than in keeping Jaylen Brown. And I was thinking, could you imagine what the Celtics could get for Jason Tatum to make their team? They could probably make their team instant contenders with what they can get for Jason Tatum.
In my opinion, here's my opinion. I think Jason Tatum, I think he's a good player. I think he's a really good player.
He's a great player.
I'm not going to say great.
He's
I think
great.
he's a really good player. I think he has.
You're saying Tatum's not great?
He has a little more to prove before I put the term great on him.
He's great.
But I also think he's the most overrated player in the NBA. Like, there's some people that say he's a top 3 player. That's blasphemy. There's absolute blasphemy. If you're asking me who I'd rather have, I'm taking Jaylen Brown every day of the week because I think Jaylen Brown has a little more of a dog in him than Jason Tatum does. I think Jaylen Brown will take over games. Jaylen Brown's a little banged up right now, but Jaylen Brown has improved his game every single season.
Nick, do you know
he's now an elite scorer? He's also an elite defender. Jason Tatum just has a different type of game. He has a game that's more relegated to being a number 2. Unfortunately, on the Boston Celtics, he's never going to be a number 2. He needs to go somewhere where they have a legitimate star, like a guy who's actually anointed a star, and he needs to go to that team. So he can just be this efficient scorer, efficient big man. Like he's not a big man, but he's kind of a big man. He needs to play that role.
You imagine what they could give for Jason Tatum, though?
Oh, yeah,
imagine the shit they could get for that dude.
I think they can get more than. I don't think it's necessarily the same thing as the Lillard McCollum dynamic, because I think Jason Tatum and Brown are two different types of players. Where I think
Lillard is interested in playing with Ben Simmons, though.
I think
is McCollum part of that trade?
There's talk, and yeah, he would be part of that trade. And honestly, I think they should do it because I think Ben Simmons would fit well on that team.
You think Ben Simmons fits in Portland?
I think he fits better than McCollum does, yes.
Yes, but how does Ben Simmons help Portland make a run? Like I'm not seeing it. Like
because Ben Simmons is one of the best defenders in the NBA, which McCollum is not even close. Ben Simmons' game relies on facilitating more than anything, which is fine because you have a shooting point guard in a guy like Damian Ben Simmons, yeah, the only thing he hurts you on is really free throws. They have guys that can shoot the three, so they don't need Ben Simmons to really shoot the three. Ben Simmons can slide in that small forward role. You move Norm Powell to the shooting guard. Then you have Damian Lillard as your point guard. I think that's a much better team than having Lillard, McCollum, and Powell.
Portland still needs another piece. There's another piece that they need another piece.
I think if they got Simmons, I think you'd see a lot. You'd see a lot more different of a Portland team.
You think Simmons thrives in Portland? A fresh start, getting him out of Philly.
I don't know if he puts up the same numbers that he put at Philly, but the team will thrive. I think he'll be asked to do different stuff.
I feel like in order to win championships, if you go back through these last few, I don't know, 10 years, you have to have a deep team and you got to have a good bench. And Portland has no bench. They have no bench right now.
Yeah, I think so too, Tony. I really do. I think depth on the bench matters because Portland Nick, you guys have fallen short. I mean,
I don't think their bench is actually as bad as you think it is. I think their bench it looks bad because
look who decided to join.
I think their bench looks bad because they have holes in their starters. That's why I think their bench looks bad. Because your bench is not supposed to come out and take.
I'll be right back.
Games. Your bench is supposed to come in and supplement your starters. So yeah, I think guys like Nas Little, I think guys like Dennis Smith Jr. I think those are fine. I think it's a fine bench.
Man, I'm talking like look at the Bucks team last year. And they had a bench. They had Portis coming off that bench, dominating. That Connaughton. I mean, they had a really good bench that would come in and kill it. Didn't they have? Did they have Kyle Korver too? They had a 3-point guy. I forget who. All those Golden State teams, their bench was sick when they were winning those championships.
Yeah, but you gotta ask yourself, what's the common denominator of that? The common denominator is the starters were great, and the starters really didn't have many holes. And your bench can come in, and usually what makes a bench guy, the reason they're not a starter is because they don't have a complete game, but they can do something. So like with Iguodala in the Golden State Warriors, if you needed some quick defense, you bring Iguodala out, and Iguodala locks up a guy. Like I said, the reason why Connaughton fits on the Bucks. Connaughton's not really a great player, but he can hit a three and he can play some scrappy defense real quick. Bobby Portis is a good scorer for a big man, but you don't want that guy starting. But each of those guys fit their roles. But you can only fit your role if the starters don't have huge holes. And Portland this year and probably for the last 4 or 5 years have been absolute dog shit on the defensive end. They've been terrible.
Havoc, my Bills let me down as well, buddy. Yeah. Thank you though. Thank you for bringing that up. We already went through that. we gotta revisit it.
Grandmother fell off a bridge too. Want to talk about that?
Want to talk about that too?
Well, we want to talk about that. Don't know.
Do the Browns miss the playoffs? Oh, look at Havoc coming in at the end during the
shooting
the shit.
I think The Browns actually had probably their best.
We're gonna
week.
work on that, but it sounds good for now. This episode.
The Browns probably had their best week of the season this week, and they were off. The Ravens lost. They got beat by the Steelers. The Bengals lost. The Raiders lost. I think there's another team that lost too. That was kind of in contention. But now we're essentially 2 games behind the Ravens. We're
the
one
Bengals.
game. We're one
Say
game. Behind,
Bengals?
we're one game behind the Bengals, and we're half a game behind the Steelers. We're gonna have to win out anyways. So we got the Ravens coming up. We win. We're a game behind them. We got the Bengals coming up at some point in time. We've already beat them. We win. We're ahead of them. And we got the Steelers. We got to beat them too. We win. We're half a game ahead of them. So we can only afford to lose one more game. Really, maybe 2, but really we can only afford to lose one more game. And honestly, that can't be against any of those 3 people, any of those 3 teams. It can only really be like against like the Packers or something.
All right, I'm tired, ready to bed. Are you guys ready to wrap it up?
We had a would you rather. Are we going to do it this week or are we going to save it?
Yeah, John.
Oh,
doesn't like
Havoc.
it.
I don't know, man. I listen, buddy. I don't know, man. Jimmy G is fucking butt cheek dust. He cost us that game, bro. He cost us that. He cost us that game,
What?
bro. I mean, we drove the ball down the field for Jimmy to throw it into the hands of a lineman, just to swat it down and just blow the drive, bro.
He says,
And that's exactly what I expected. He got a safety because he stood there like a fucking statue. He took the safety like an asshole. He didn't throw it away. Like the Havoc, listen, bro. You know as well as I do that that Jimmy has good games and he has bad games. Like sometimes bad Jimmy shows up. This particular game, it was bad Jimmy the whole fucking time.
this
Bad Jimmy the whole time.
I feel like
This
the
is
final
disrespectful.
drive. Go ahead, Nick.
This is disrespect. This is how disrespected Jimmy Garoppolo is in San Francisco, and in San Francisco fandom. John said we drove down the field only to have Jimmy Garoppolo throw it in the hands of a lineman. No, you know who drove downfield? Jimmy Garoppolo, and he couldn't quite get it done.
He did Drew down the field. Drew you all
Drew
the
down
way
the field.
down.
He drove down the field.
Drew,
He just couldn't quite get it done.
listen, your
Solid.
verbiage is about as good as Jimmy's arm right now, bro. Okay.
You made the wrong
I don't know,
point.
Havoc. What did you see, bro? You tell me. Did you see any of the Niners game? Tell me what you saw, bro.
You know what? That John, that last drive by Jimmy G basically sums up exactly how he is as a quarterback. He's the guy that could drive you all the way down,
Get you
but
all the way
just
there, and then
can't get you in. It was like the
just like the Super Bowl,
perfect-
just
I really want the 49ers to start Trey Lance now.
yeah, no fucking shit, dude.
he
No
wants
shit.
it for the
Look,
wrong
look,
reasons.
at
though,
minimum,
Nick. John,
at
you're
minimum-
taking this. No,
I really want the 49ers to start Trey Lance.
with Trey Lance, we would have won at least 3 more games. We wouldn't have lost against Seattle twice.
That's
We would
crazy.
have beat.
That's crazy talk.
Why?
That's absolute crazy talk.
Why?
What makes you believe that you would have won against those games?
All right. So let's say
First
you
of
put
all-
Trey
first of
in.
all- First of all, you had Trey Lance played half of the Seahawks game. What was the score of that game when he came in?
We lost by a touchdown.
I'm saying, what was the score of that game when he came in?
I want to say they're either down by 3 or tied, something like that.
So
It was
if
close
Trey
when he
Lance
came
is
in.
definitely going to win you that game, wouldn't he have won you that game? Didn't win you the Arizona game.
Shots fired during shooting the shit.
Didn't win the Arizona game. You know, Trey Lance, I just don't think's ready.
Why not?
Because I don't. I think you're going to play a simplistic offense where he's going to run a lot and he's going to do Jalen Hurts type things. And, it's not at times it'll look efficient and it'll look effective. But when you're going to look up at the final score, it's not going to be the thing that you want to look at.
All right, hillbillies, I got to go to bed here. We got to wrap this
Trey
up.
Didn't we get a copyright on that?
No.
I thought we got a copyright on Dueling Banjos.
No.
Look,
There's no
so
way
Trey
to
Lance,
say who that actually is.
Nick, Trey Lance went 9 for 18, 157 yards and 2 touchdowns on October 3rd versus the Seahawks. Jimmy went 14 for 23, 165 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, right?
Okay.
Look, my point is that if you're going to be 6
those
and
are very
6,
similar statistics.
if you're going to be 6 and 6 with Jimmy, you couldn't be 6 and 6 with Lance.
You might be 6 and 6. But I think Jimmy.
You can't. You mean to tell me with Trey, we couldn't have won we couldn't have beat Seattle Sunday? We couldn't have beat them?
I don't think so.
Why not? Why not?
Because I just don't think that you could have beat them.
He didn't give us a better opportunity than Jimmy in the red zone on 3rd and 4th down.
No.
Jimmy threw the ball into the hands of the fucking defensive lineman, right? It got batted down.
Yeah.
So Trey couldn't pull that and run on 3rd down.
I think Trey Lance
a touchdown.
I think Trey Lance probably would have got like a 10-yard sack.
Man, John, you act like the like defense and special teams played no part in that game, in that loss.
Our special teams is fucking hot shit. So
Yeah.
our special teams were trash.
Travis
Defense
Benjamin-
held up.
Travis
The
Benjamin
defense,
fumbled.
the defense made a fucking goal line stand to give Jimmy the ball at the fucking final drive of the game to drive 98 fucking yards and to fucking blow it. Period.
Yeah, you know what? It was a good defensive stand. But why the fuck were they
Yeah,
all
the
the way down
defense-
there? How about the fake punt that went for about 80 fucking yards?
Okay, that could have happened about it. Look, dude, Mac Jones threw the ball 3 times and beat you guys on the ground for 200 yards. You don't hear me fucking blowing
Like
my
this,
fucking
dude.
whistle and running.
I'm
a
invested.
throw.
I'm invested in these 49ers, okay? I'm invested.
The Niners should have beat Seattle, bro. It shouldn't have come to that. Jimmy is fucking holding this offense back. That's it, dude. He can't read through his progressions. He's a one-read fucking quarterback, bro, and it's trash.
But
It's
I have
trash.
not. I'm just saying I have not seen where Trey Lance is going to improve anything. I just keep hearing about it, but I have not seen where he's going to improve everything.
I just believe that Trey Lance, he can read the defense better, and I believe he goes through his progressions better, and I believe with mobility he opens up our offense.
I don't think
I believe
I don't think he goes through his progressions better. I don't think that's true at all. I don't think he is better at going through his progressions than Jimmy Garoppolo is. What I do think he's able to do is I do think he's able to take it with his legs a little better, which is nice. Eventually he'll scramble for like a 10, 20-yard gain. But you know what else you're going to have? You're going to have 4 times more holding calls. You're going to have a lot more sacks because Jimmy doesn't take those. Jimmy doesn't take a lot of sacks. Jimmy doesn't when Jimmy Garoppolo is operating.
Jimmy takes sacks. Jimmy doesn't throw the ball away. Jimmy
When
holds
Jimmy
on to the ball
Garoppolo-
too long.
When Jimmy Garoppolo is operating the offense, there's not a lot of holds. There's not a lot of holding calls.
Bullshit. There were two holding calls on that 98-yard drive.
That's not Jimmy Garoppolo's fault. But what I'm saying is when you run with your feet, when a quarterback runs with his feet, you get a lot more holding calls. Trust me.
The defense doesn't respect Jimmy.
Jimmy crack corn.
They will take away the run, force Jimmy to throw because
You
Jimmy
know what?
sucks.
You know, a lot
Jimmy
of
throws
defense-
slants. Jimmy throws slants. Jimmy throws to linebackers. Jimmy can't go fucking. Jimmy can't. He's not mobile. Dude, Jimmy does the quarterback sneak. There you go. You need him to sneak? Let him sneak.
Remember that Seinfeld episode when Jimmy just kept referring to himself?
Yeah.
Jimmy's mad. Jimmy's kind of angry right now.
Dude, listen.
George is getting angry.
Listen, Nick, you know what? It's the same thing for Baker because Baker reminds me of Jimmy. Okay, he just has a better arm than Jimmy. All right.
Here's
He
the
does
thing.
the same shit. He stands there. He stands there. Mahomie the goat says it sounds like a Seinfeld episode. Nick, you beat him to it.
You know what's crazy? You want the Browns to put in essentially Jimmy Garoppolo, which is what Case Keenum is. Case Keenum is essentially Jimmy Garoppolo with less talent. You want them to do that, but Baker's the one with the actual talent.
Okay. So where was his talent 2 weeks ago? Last week.
Baker has one of the strongest arms in football. Baker
What
can.
fucking good is that if you're 6-6 right now?
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. I actually wouldn't mind the Browns throwing Case Keenum because I can actually see that maybe you should operate an offense efficiently as opposed to slinging the ball down the field all the time.
What game was it that Case Keenum put the Browns on his back and won the game for you guys?
Broncos.
Yeah. Broncos.
Thursday
game.
night.
Mhm.
John, you want to take over the helm?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to dip out.
Actually,
Nick and I will argue this.
we'll end it right now. We got a lot of time to talk about this.
You want to end it here?
Yeah, we'll end it here.
Your guys' call.
Yeah, we'll end it here. All for one, one for all.
Okay.
Drink of the day.
Cheers.
Minute Maid. Pink lemonade.
No. Christmas ale, bro. Christmas ale.
Until next time.
Put your fucking Minute Maid back in your Happy Meal, bro.
Hit subscribe down below. As always, show some love for your boys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Next week, we're going to have Santa Claus in the house. Make sure you tune it in.
Jesus, I can't wait for this. I just can't.
Oh, as always,
49ers Chanel, thank you for stopping in. Mahomie the GOAT, Havoc, Scott, thank you guys for everything, bro. We appreciate you guys. As always, please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys.
peace.